You've seen it happen. The guy who tries too hard, texting first every time, complimenting constantly, bending himself to fit what she wants. She loses interest. Then there's the other guy that he's not rude. He's not playing games, he's just unbothered. He has his own life, his own direction, his own standards, and she can't stop thinking about him. Why? This isn't luck. It isn't looks, it's psychology. And today I'm breaking down exactly why women are wired to be attracted to men who don't try, and what that actually means for you. Stay until the end. I'm revealing the psychological mechanism that makes this work and how to build it authentically. Smash like, subscribe for more Sigma Mindset content, and let's get into it. First, let's clear something up. Not trying doesn't mean being cold. It doesn't mean being rude, dismissive, or emotionally unavailable. What it actually means, psychologically, is this: a man who isn't seeking her approval. And that one distinction changes everything. Here's why. The human brain is wired to assign high value to things that are rare and hard to get. It's called the scarcity principle, and it operates deep in the subconscious. When a man is constantly available, constantly complimenting, constantly adjusting himself to be liked, her brain reads that as low value, not because she's cruel, because that's how attraction is wired at a biological level. Reason number 1. Approval seeking triggers the wrong psychological response. There's a psychological concept called reactance. When someone seems too eager to please, too desperate to be liked, the other person instinctively pulls back. That it's not a choice. It's a reflex. The brain interprets neediness as a signal. This person requires my validation to feel okay. And that creates pressure. Pressure kills attraction. The man who doesn't need her approval, who is warm but grounded, engaged but not desperate, removes that pressure entirely. She can breathe around him. She can be herself, and that feeling, that's what she associates with him. Reason number 2. A man with a mission is fundamentally more attractive than a man in pursuit. Psychologically, women are drawn to men who have direction, not ambition as a performance, actual direction. A life he's building, goals he's working toward. When a man's primary focus is his purpose, his craft, his growth, his standards, and she becomes a part of that life rather than the center of it, something shifts. She feels chosen, not needed. There's a massive difference. Being needed feels like dependency. Being chosen by a man who could walk away, but stays because she's worth it. That feels like genuine attraction. A man with a mission doesn't try to impress. He's too busy becoming. Reason number 3, emotional regulation, is one of the most attractive things a man can possess. Here's the psychology. When a man chases, he's emotionally reactive. His mood shifts based on her response. He checks his phone constantly. He reads into every message. She can feel that energy, even through a screen. The man who doesn't try is emotionally regulated. His mood isn't tied to her. His day doesn't depend on her reply. Psychologists call this a secure attachment style, and research consistently shows it's the most attractive behavioral pattern across genders. That he's not cold. He's stable, and stability, in a world full of chaos and neediness, is deeply, powerfully attractive. Reason number 4. Mystery creates curiosity. Curiosity creates obsession. When a man tries too hard, he reveals everything too fast, every thought, every feeling, every intention. That there's nothing left to discover. The brain loses interest in things it fully understands. The man who doesn't try naturally creates space that he doesn't overshare. He doesn't explain himself constantly. He lets silence do the work. That space fills itself. With curiosity, with projection, with interest, she starts wondering, what is he thinking? What does he want? Why doesn't he need me? That question is the beginning of obsession, not manipulation. Psychology. Here's the real mechanism behind all of this. Attraction isn't logic. It's subconscious. And the subconscious is always asking one question. Is this man a high-value person? High value doesn't mean rich or famous. It means he has standards he doesn't abandon for anyone. He has a life that doesn't revolve around seeking approval. He's emotionally grounded, not emotionally desperate. He chooses people. He isn't chosen by need. When you build that kind of man from the inside out, you stop trying. Not because you're playing games, but because you genuinely don't need to. And that authenticity, that's what she feels. That's what she can't explain. That's what keeps her interested at SO. Here's what we covered. The psychology behind why women are attracted to men who don't try. 1. Approval-seeking triggers psychological reactance. 2. A man with a mission is more attractive than a man in pursuit. 3. Emotional regulation signals security, and security is magnetic. 4. Mystery creates curiosity, and curiosity creates attraction. The answer was never be cold or play games. The answer is build a life so full, so purposeful, so grounded, that you genuinely stop needing her to validate it. That's the work. Like this video if the psychology hit different. Subscribe and turn on notifications. There's more of this coming. Stop trying to attract. Start becoming worth attracting. I'll see you at the top.